When we built our house in 2017, we built it, and then we were going to build like a carriage house, like a laneway with a garage and everything. Our cost back then was going to be like 190 to do it. Then 2020 COVID hit. It was going to be like 250. I looked at doing a modular. It was going to be like 240. I'm like, it's too expensive. That same thing costs 350 now, minimum. And like, I can't make the math worth to pay that off in a 30-year time horizon. I'd rather just use the 300,000 to invest somewhere. And again, the value of the home, I don't know if it's going to increase instantly by 350. And that's where it's again, now I'm guessing, I don't know, for Toshi and Susan is like, they're doing it to bring family. That's where it's again, hey, should you be building a laneway house so that you can support your family? They can be part of it. Maybe they're selling a home and they're going to do it.
Right.
I think I focus too much more on returns all the time. I'm like, is this actually analytically going to make sense? Where sometimes it's just like, hey, we're doing this so we can help our family. Maybe they're going to let their kids move in there and stuff.
Last time I checked, especially the cost of lumber has gone up, and I know it's come back down. The last time I checked, the cost to build a laneway house is like 500,000 to 600,000.
And that's again, I'm talking on the island here. So like
Yeah,
Vancouver, it's definitely
yeah,
higher there that
yeah.
way.
So, geez, like I had a client who built a laneway, and he's in the west side, and
And I mean, like,
like
let's just quickly say, hey, if you had a mortgage, and let's say
yeah,
you did mortgage of it of 500,000 today, your monthly cost on that's going to be what? We'll go 500. So a monthly mortgage on that is 30. Like, let's call it 30. No, that's a little bit high there. I would say it's going to be $2,500. And so, hey,
what if you have a mortgage on the previous, like
well,
your
I,
main
mean,
house?
I'm not. I'm just talking about the 500 for the new place, just to
Yeah,
show it. So hey, depending on what size, but you're probably only going to get 2,600 bucks for rent on that. So it's just servicing itself. It's not even. Hey, maybe if you could build it for 200K and it could be cash flow positive. But like Alex said, what about the other debt?
yeah. My client who built the laneway house, it was for his mom to live there because they want mom to live to be close, but not in the same house.
And that's what
Close, but
makes
not
sense. Like
but far away,
maybe someone,
arm's
especially in
length.
the Vancouver area, maybe they're selling a home, selling for 1.5, 2 million. They've had it, it's debt free. Okay, hey, take 500K of it, build a laneway, live with your family. That starts to make sense. But I don't think it's like, again, if we talked about investing, I don't think it's a way to benefit. In Australia, a lot of people, what they do is they buy a house and they build like granny flats, and that you can do for like 100K. They then get to rent that out. It's funny. Australia does all their rent is all weekly. You pay rent weekly. It's like, oh, it's 400 bucks a week, and that's where like value can be added. Ours, like, you're just not going to be able to get enough rent for that return.
Yeah, right now it doesn't make sense. The math ain't mathin'. Now, Toshi and Susan did have a follow-up question. Laneway homes have their own address. Does that mean there's separate property tax on that laneway home? And can it also be sold as a separate property from the principal detached home? So, I mean, I live in Surrey, so I can speak on this. No, there's actually no separate property tax. It's actually legally it's deemed as part of
It's
the
just
main
different address.
house,
Yeah,
even though it does have a separate address. And you can sparse it out so you can have separate utilities with
yeah.
BC
That's the
Hydro and
same
Fortis.
same what we have here in that way.
But yes, from the municipal standpoint, there's no separate property tax. It cannot be sold off as separately because like
It's
again,
on
it's
the
part
lot.
of the main house. However, now I'm talking about Surrey. However, there are parts of Vancouver where I've seen some people have stratified their laneway home, and they were able to sell them off separately.